let's get Zoe in here. All right, Zoe, hop on, Zoe. Yeah, Zoe, where you at?
I'm in the Netherlands, so for me it's morning. It's not that late actually. Uh,
Oh, okay. How are you?
I'm good, and I had a question, and I wanted to also say something. This space is really interesting to me. So you were talking about Creoles and race before, and I'm in a lot of US rooms, and it's nice to meet like the Black Americans. As a Dutch person, I feel like there's almost sometimes a misconnect because we had another route when it comes to slavery. So do you know Suriname and the Netherlands and the history behind them colonizing Suriname and going through New York and stuff? When it comes to like the slavery, or I don't know if Americans have a lot of knowledge about that.
Well, yeah, I know about it over there in the Dutch, man. They were the main
They were
ones.
the worst.
Yes, they were. Yeah, the transatlantic slave trade started up there in the Netherlands. That's when they started financing all the ships and everything. And when people forget that the Dutch went to New York, they were up there in New York, and New York was called New Amsterdam.
Exactly. Is this that's why you guys have Harlem, and in Netherlands we also have a place called Harlem. Okay, I'm really well, maybe not surprised, but you really know this stuff because the Dutch, they were the first, they were the worst, they were the last to actually stop slavery also.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah, I don't think
yeah,
many Americans know that. And I wanted to say that I felt bad for the guy who wanted to ask a question, but you sent him back to the warehouse, Tariq.
yeah. He needs to work. He
But he
needs to
had
go
a
back.
question, and this was his opportunity.
His ass need that overtime check. He don't need to be asking me nothing. He needs to go to work, get that money. He's in there working hard. He's in there pressing boxes. He's let him get his money. Let him do his thing. But
Yeah.
anyway, now where are you from originally?
Exactly. I'm from Suriname, South America. So Suriname
Right.
used to be colonized by the Netherlands. That's
Right.
where they ship all the slaves to. But I found out that my family name, because my last name is Steckel, but it used to be von Steckel. So we used to be like slaves to the German, and then you were called from the family name. So if you were slave from the family, let's say Janse, then your name would have been from Janse, like you're from the family Janse. So
Yeah.
it's Steckel now, but it used to be von Steckel.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I've been to Amsterdam, so I've seen all of the stuff. I know all about the history. So, but yeah,
Nice.
much respect to you, beloved. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, don't let the Netherlands ever try to slither out of their culpability. You understand? The Netherlands, yeah, them Dutch, boy, they were some wankers, as they say in Europe. Yeah, they were knee deep into the trade. All the funding and the ships were coming out of there. The funding was coming right out of there. The Dutch East India Company, all that stuff. Yeah, buddy. Well, I know about them. Doggy Lion, whatever your name is. Are you ready to get on now, man?
Yeah, yeah, Tariq, man, how's it going, man? Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you, man. I'm a real fan. I like your work with Hidden Colors, and I just wanted to say down here from California, and I'm from Oakland originally, but I just wanted to say, so we're like with this reparations business, right? Do you ever think they finna cut us that check, or like, cause it seems like it's a lot of fish boating going on, like they don't want to give us nothing. So I just want your take on that, and
Yeah.
I applaud you being a black leader in our community. Even though you didn't want that title, but it seems like you're earning it, brother. You earned it.
Thank you so much, bro. But listen, this is the thing. They don't want to do anything for us. Let's be clear. Two things we got to acknowledge. Number one, the white supremacists, they never wanted to do anything for us. Never, 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 never. They've never, at no point in this history in this country, have they said, hey, let's stop practicing white supremacy and do something for these black folks. They've never sat up there and did that on their own. Everything that we have gotten in this country, foundational black Americans had to roll them sleeves up and make that thing happen. We had to force these people into doing whatever we needed them to do every single time, even in slavery. We got to get this slavery thing together so that we know what really happened. It wasn't where the white supremacists felt bad and said, hey, let's do a civil war to free slaves. That's the nonsense they try to spew now. That so didn't happen like that. It didn't happen like that at all. And let's be clear, by the time the Civil War was happening, there were rebellions. Remember, the Civil War came right at the tail end of the Seminole Wars, where black people were freeing themselves down there in Florida. This is what we're doing a movie about. I want people to understand the impact of that. Because down in Florida, black folks, and they don't tell you this, the Seminole War was a slave rebellion where black folks was down there burning plantations down on their own and killing thousands of white folks. This is what was going on in Florida. And not only was that impacting Florida, that was impacting the northern states as well. Because remember, black people were insured. Remember, they would insure slaves. So now you're destroying the economy down there in Florida. The northern insurance companies got to do all them payouts. So that was crushing the economy. And plus, the U.S. troops were being sent down there by the thousands and losing. So the military was losing money. So these small group of black maroons was giving the U.S. government and U.S. white supremacist society the business, tearing their asses up from an economic and a physical standpoint. So we have to understand and put all of that stuff in context, ladies and gentlemen. So when we talk about what these folks want to do, they don't want to do anything for us. But the good thing is, we should be in a position where we don't give a damn. This is why I talk like I talk. I don't give a damn what they want to do. So I don't play nice with white supremacists. We got to stop this playing nice nonsense. And we got to start letting them know this is what you're going to do. When I'm dealing with these police chiefs and prosecutors who do little slick stuff and then get caught and then try to hide it, when I call these folks, I don't call up there trying to cut no deal, trying to be nice, and no, I call them up and I say, look, man, I see what you're doing. I know about the little cover up you guys got going on. Whatever you guys did to this black person, you're gonna have to drop the charges. You're gonna have to do this. I tell them what the hell they're gonna do because I give them an ultimatum. I know how corrupt some of you folks are. I know how to pull paperwork up on some of your police officers that they try to hide. I call up there from a power standpoint, letting them know I will put your reputation on the line if you want to sit here and practice injustice. That's how we have to get down with them. You understand? Shout out to people sending me money on Cash App. Shout out to you guys. We have to come at a position of power and we ain't trying to be nice to these folks. Because a lot of us, we're scared to exert power. Black folks have been powerless for so long. We get scared when it comes to making a power move. We get right there on the cusp of power and then start chickening out because, oh Lord, these white folks, we can't get them mad now. We can't get, they're going to get real mad. Then stop it. So what? They're going to be mad at whatever you damn do. So flex your power, man. They ain't gonna do nothing to you that they're not already doing. I want black folks to get that in your head. And once you know our history of our great ancestors who went toe to toe with these white supremacists, understand these white supremacists are weenies, complete weenies. They depend on a damn system of non justice. They need a militarized system. When you need a militarized system worth trillions of dollars in military weaponry to subjugate 12% of the population, you are a damn weenie. Once black folks understand that, you will move better. These are weenies we're talking about. Okay? Let's be very clear. And if our ancestors stood up to these damn weenies, they're light work to us, man. I want us to understand that our ancestors went up against them, fearless. We got to go in with that type of energy. This reparations thing should be a piece of cake. See, we scared. We got a lot of black folks who's scared because you don't want to go to work the next day and your white coworkers are mad at you because they done cut some reparations checks for us. See, a lot of black folks are just scared because of the reaction that you'll get from white folks if you do get a reparations check. You get a reparations check and now your white coworkers are going to be a little hostile towards you. Hi, LaQuisha. I heard you got your reparations check. I guess you're going to take us to lunch today, aren't ya? You know, they're going to be all condescending to you. You're all scared that 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 Karen that Karen and Bob is going to be talking slick at the job. Hey there, hey there, Starine. Hi, Starine. I see you got your new little lace front there. Are you going to Cancun or Jamaica somewhere? Yeah, you know the white folks gonna be talking funny at you. They're gonna be talking real funny. Don't worry about that. We do you. Do not worry about them. Who is this? We got a lot of folks. I ain't gonna be on here too long. I won't be on here too long. Y'all raise your hand if you want to get on. Let's get Julian Steptoe. Julian Steptoe in here. What's up, Julian? What's up, sir?
I came in on right now because like you talking about like what white folks will feel about our freedom, but why that they can't do
Julian?
nothing
Oh,
no
hold on.
more
Julian.
harmful than what they've done already, don't you think?
Where are you from, sir?
I'm from DC. I'm in
How
Los
old are you?
Angeles.
How old are you, Julian?
70.
There you go, my brother. Brother, you old school and a motherfucker. I love it. How long you been out here in LA, brother?
30 years.
30 years, my brother. This is one of the original gang members right here. This brother was the first Crip in Los Angeles.
Not
This
at
is the
all,
triple.
not at all. I ain't never been into none of that stuff. I mean, come on, dude. No, no.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, brother. I'm messing with you.
No,
I'm
don't
messing with
throw
you. But go
that.
ahead.
Don't throw that on our people. Like that was a
I'm not.
police issue. They issued police issued all that Crip blood stuff.
That's true. That is true, sir. All right, but I appreciate you, brother Julius. I feel you. Thank you so much, brother. All right. Shout out to that brother. Old school brother. He one of them old school brothers you can't play games with. Hold on, now. Don't put that on me now. Because Jimmy Earl Jr. don't play like that. You find somebody to play with now. Don't put that on me. I ain't got nothing to do with no damn gang members. Gang members stole something off my truck 15 years ago. I ain't got nothing to do with all that there. Now you want to play with somebody else. I got some serious business here. Now listen here. Y'all need to be voting because I got Medicare and my Medicare is gonna be on the line. And my blood pressure medicine is too high. And y'all need to stop all this foolishness now. That's one of them niggas who get right to the point, don't it? Yeah, some of them old niggas you can't play with. You try to you make a joke and like, hold on, now listen. How old are you, son? Listen, I'm 77 years old, brother. I ain't no plaything here. I didn't play when I was in Vietnam. I don't play now. Now you gonna find somebody to play with now. You ain't gonna play over here. Now you play games again. I'm gonna give you something to play with. All right. Them vague threats. You giving you them old school sayings, some threats you don't know what he mean. You play games with me, brother. You know, bad news gonna meet you at the front door before we get home. You understand me? One of them niggas. You don't mess with that brother. Don't mess with that old brother right there. He always the more niggas got one ass whooping left. They can't wait to whoop somebody ass one last time. Shit. Don't think no, I don't play with them dudes. You see, I got some act right fucking with his ass. That nigga pull up to my house. Hey, I found out where you live. Come on down here, let me talk to you. It's gonna be a long way home and a short time to get there. Come on here. Come on over here. But man, so let's get some more folks on. This nigga was not playing. Uh, let's get Smooth Criminal. Let's get Smooth Criminal on here. Hey, Smooth Criminal, hop on, brother.
Easy. Yes, Tariq.
What's up, Smooth? How are you,
Yeah, I'm
sir?
good, brother, man. I'm just from the UK, innit? This kind of a quick one today as well. You see, like
Yeah,
you've been saying, like you should withhold your votes and stuff. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I think that's a good idea because I think now, you see, whoever's losing the election time after time, eventually they're gonna have to come and say, well, okay, what do you want in it? And you're gonna tell them reparations. You want our vote, or you're gonna keep losing. Is that how you think it's gonna
yeah.
work?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the
That
strategy for right
that's a
now.
great.
Right, but all right. Thank you so much, brother. Let's get Val in. Val, turn your microphone on, Val.
Hi, Tariq.
Hey, Val, how are you
I'm
today?
doing great. I just wanted to just get on just very quickly and just to remind all of these black people and that we deserve reparations, and to remind people that are saying that that we don't deserve it or we shouldn't get it, that white people, the white slave owners were compensated
Yes,
for
yes,
slaves that that they had to relinquish when we were freed. So that should be an automatic comeback for anybody that says that we don't deserve it. Um, that we,
absolutely.
um,
All right. Thank you so much, beloved. Let's get P Funzu. P Funzu. P Funzu. All right, P Funzu. All right, P Funzu, where you at, brother? All right, turn your microphone on, P Funzu. All right. And we'll get DJ Ack in here. We'll get DJ Ack. All right. P Funzu or DJ Ack. One of you guys hop on.
Check, check.
What's up, DJ Ack?
Flags. Yes, AQ. I'm from Philly.
What? There you go.
FBA all the way.
No doubt.
So there's some crazy things that I wanted to ask you about. The first thing was it was funny to me that you brought up the whole coworker situation because I was on a gig today, and this dude was asking me questions about like racial tensions, and his people was from Poland, so it's close to where all that Ukraine stuff going on, right? And I just started breaking all the history down, like FBA history. It was like when I look back, I'm like, wow, I knew more about stuff than I thought. But what he asked me was, he was like, well, how much do you think each person should get for reparations? And that's where I kind of got. I'm like, you know what? I don't know a straight number. So I know you guys have already worked out the math. I'm trying to find out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I want to push or at least get on code in terms of a very specific number. You know what I mean? Like this should be part of what we're teaching everybody. The same number. Everybody on page with the exact same number. I think that's important because it's already good that so many of us are talking reparations. Like I love that we're on code about an issue. You know what I mean? That we picked an issue to kind of focus on. That's so big
Yeah.
for us. You know what I'm saying? Just something that we can just
Yeah.
say, this is real easy for you to agree with. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't agree with
Yeah.
it, we know exactly where you at when you don't agree with it. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Right. All right. Let me address that. And very good questions. What we're doing now across the board, we're working out the logistics from every angle because we're tackling every obstacle simultaneously right now. Right now, we're going after the media, we're going after the legislator, we're going after the political structure. So, out here in California, for example, we just got them to designate us, descendants of slaves in America, as a distinct group and not just lump us all in. That was a major obstacle that we got on the books taken care of. We're getting a lot of people on the code of speaking of reparations and staying on the code. So now we're forcing the political structure to address it. We're forcing the media to address it. We're putting out the basic number, which is going to be between 15 and 20 trillion, starting off. And we're letting people know who's going to be a foundational Black American. So we're taking care of it from a cultural standpoint too. We're letting all of us know that, and we're letting the world know we are a distinct group. So we're having a lot of movements around this whole thing now. and the momentum is very, very strong. So all of the semantics of it, that's light work. The specific amount allocated to specific families and the way it will be allocated, that's pretty light work. We're just getting the heavy work done now, but we're looking at 20 trillion that can be allocated in one lump sum, like around 300,000 per FBA family. It could be in smaller monthly checks. There's a lot of different ways that we can allocate that. But right now, we're just getting the big stuff out of the way. Designating how you can find out if you are a foundational Black American, letting folks know how to use census records. And also, that's another thing we have to set up. We have to set up a new Freedmen's Bureau to a certain degree. And we have to use terms that go back to the 40 acres and a mule, Special Field Order 15. And we are the descendants of the intended recipients of Special Field Order 15. So we can get all the logistics and the technicalities and the legalese and all of that stuff in order. And we're doing that now. So as far as the exact payment increments, that's light work. We'll figure that out when we get there. But very good question, though. All right. So yeah, we can get reparations. We just have to not be scared. Let's be clear. A lot of folks are scared. But we can get anything done we want to get done. Because look, if we just drop out of that system, they know that's going to be a problem. And they do not want that. Trust me, y'all. I want y'all to understand. They don't want us to drop out of the political structure, out of the political system. When you drop out of the political system, you become a de facto maroon. You understand that? I want y'all to understand the whole concept of a maroon. A maroon is somebody who just didn't want to participate in the white system at all. And by de facto, that made them a maroon, which made them dangerous because they started to live autonomously. They started to live as sovereigns. They started to operate as sovereigns. And that's what they don't want. I want y'all to understand the psychology behind a lot of this stuff. It's real heavy. Let me get one more call in here. A lot of folks in here. Raise your hand. Let's get a good call in here. Raise your hand if you want to get on. All right, raise your hand if you want to get on. Raise your hand. All right. Let's get one more call in here. Let's get Black Alpha. I see Black Alpha's here. What's up, Black Alpha? Black Alpha? I'm good. How are you,
I'm
sir?
doing good. I'm way out here in Southern Georgia. It's country as hell. Ain't nothing to
Yes.
It's a good energy at the good time. I'll tell everybody it's not a T.I. video or 2 Chainz video. It's Atlanta and everything else.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. What's on your mind,
I got
brother?
2 questions for you. The first one is how you feel about this Crown Act, this little anti-hair discrimination thing that the Democrats passed. I think it's a big zero, big nothing. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a nothing burger, but go ahead.
And the other one,
Next.
how you feel about like a lot of these, Black Indian people that are coming out now saying that they're not foundational Black Americans, but they're really indigenous to Black America and they deserve reparations. And they're trying to like muddy our waters and try to slide in. I see them a lot on Twitter Spaces all the time, trying to get in on it and muddy the waters. And I feel it's just another attempt by people trying to mess up the reparations movement so they could try to take what's really ours.
Yeah, some of these spaces I'm not in them like that, so I can't really speak on exactly what they're saying. But it's some real interesting stuff happening out here. So, but again, foundational Black Americans, we are a distinct nation, not just a group or a tribe, but we're a distinct nation, and we have to understand that. Look at Melanin, are you in here, Melanin? Melanin, turn your microphone on. Mahogany Queen. All right, Mahogany Queen, or let's get Cheyenne.
Hey, Tariq. Thank you for all this information. And this is my first time on the Twitter space, but I really enjoy it a lot. And I follow you on YouTube and on IG. I have your books and starting to slowly but surely build up my film collection of the hidden Colors series, and I really enjoyed buck breaking. And I just wanted to say thank you for all of that and all of the education, and to say blessings to you and your growing family.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you so much, beloved. I appreciate you. All right, family, let me get on up out of here. I thank everybody for tuning in. I've been on here for 2 hours. I've been on here for a long time. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Go to my Amazon page at Foundational Black American Book. Get the Foundational Black American Book on the Amazon page at Amazon right now. Go to officialfba.com to get more information about Foundational Black American culture. I'm going to have another package deal soon because a lot of folks are upset they didn't get a chance to take advantage of the last package deal that we had. So we'll have another one.